All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the TR Schools TV Game of the Week presented by the TRA. I'm Casey Tennerkowski alongside Andrew Heckler, and we're at Dvorak Field for another great rivalry game here in Towns River South, Towns River East. Andrew, about to get the national anthem going. What are your thoughts initially here before the anthem?
East is looking for another bounce-back game on a 5-game losing streak. They won Week 1 against Barnegat, but East looking to come back against a crosstown rival. This would be a huge game to win for them, not just for their record, but for their self-esteem too. You know, this game every year means a lot to these players, so they're looking to get back on that high horse and win out the rest of the season.
You got it, and we're about to have the national anthem here from Dvorak Field. So please stand, remove your hats, and get ready for the greatest national anthem in the history of the world. All right, so it's such a great Towns River tradition. You know, 2 bands here pregame going out there and playing the national anthem. So thank you to the bands. And now, Andrew, again, these 2 teams here, they're coming in kind of different ends of the spectrum. South's still alive for a division title. Towns River East on a little bit of a losing streak. Continue kind of what your thoughts here are entering this game.
Yeah, well, now for South. South coming off a loss last week to North, but we all expected that. Week before, beat Brick, so, they beat Lacey and then Brick. But yeah, before that loss against North, they were on a good winning streak, so they're looking to restart that again here today.
Yeah, we got some keys to the game here, which we'll get as the coin toss is going on. What are we thinking here for Towns River South?
Looks like Towns River South needs to dominate the line of scrimmage. Offensive D-line, they need to outpower those East guys. They need some smart decisions with the quarterback. And they need to win on special teams.
How about Towns River East?
They need to limit yards after contact. We know East has some bad tackling issues and don't always wrap up, so they need to work on their tackling. They need to get into a good rhythm. We've seen DeMarco here throw some bad interceptions, do some bad things, but if they can limit the turnovers, I think they could really get something going, and then create turnovers as well. We saw Towns River South have a lot of turnovers against North, so Towns River East is trying to recreate that.
Yeah, it should be something interesting because, East the last couple of years have not been able to really create that many turnovers. If they're able to do it tonight, that'll really slow down a potent Towns River South rush attack.
Yeah, if they could stop that rushing attack, that would be huge for them. We know Towns River South just likes to pound the ball right up the middle, outpower the other teams that they play against. But if East is able to stop that, they should have an easy time winning this game.
Yeah, we got the senior night festivities pregame for the band, cheerleaders, and the football players. That's why you saw a lot of captains out there for Towns River East this evening. Beautiful, beautiful weather. We've got some, great games in this rivalry. If we think about the last 5 meetings or so, it's split both ways here. South's won the last 2, but East has been very competitive as well.
Yeah, it looks like in these last 5 years, Toms River South has won 3, Toms River East has won 2, so they're trying to even that out, make it 3-3 in these last 6 years.
Yeah, beautiful evening for football, about 65 degrees or so. Sun has now begun to drop. Lights are on. You're getting that crisp air and that kind of autumn as we turn October and we get closer to the playoffs.
Yeah, weather's nice, great football weather. I'm just ready to get this show on the road.
Back deep, Colin Heel, number 20 for the Raiders. As Toms River South won the toss, deferred to the second half. So we'll see the Raiders attack first. And we are underway from Dvorak Field. He returns it right from his goal line. Crossing the 15, breaks one tackle, couldn't get the other one, and is down at the 19. That's where East will start tonight.
Yeah, we'll see what East can do. Offense hasn't been producing as they haven't been putting up many points in the last few weeks. But they can get a good offense going, and South can't stop them, then it should just be really easy.
Yeah, it'll be the senior signal caller, number 15, Anthony DeMarco, who has had some good games. He's had some bad games, been a little rough, but been a little bit more of an interesting type of situation there. As he starts in the shotgun. And we got a penalty here.
Looks like it's going to be all sides on Toms River South. Little jump early there. Not a great way to start out a game. Didn't even get a play in yet and already creating penalties. So
yeah, we saw a couple of those. We saw a couple of those last week against Toms River South as well, or against Southern North.
Well, there was a lot of penalties last week against both teams. Just bad penalties all around.
Yeah, a little bit of a mix of both, but East will take the free 5 yards. As Singleton goes in motion. The fake here, you got to watch him on a jet sweep. DeMarco gets ready to take the snap, pitches it out, toss to the left-hand side. Vallejo in the clear, 50, 40, 30, 20. What a way to start senior night for the Raiders. Touchdown, Christian Vallejo.
Oh, looks like there was a flag back at the line of scrimmage. This one might be coming back for holding. But you see Christian Vallejo with that blazing speed, that track runner speed, just out in the secondary. No one's catching him once he gets out there. But this one sadly coming back, presumably.
Yeah, just judging from the reaction on the east sideline in front of us, they are not too pleased with that. As Vallejo had a great opportunity going right through the middle. And now a flag, I think, being thrown against the sideline. I've got a sideline warning here. As Coach Sandberg going to have a little conference with the officials, kind of see what's going on. A lot of emotions here on senior night, and they're starting to run a little high early.
Yeah, a lot of emotions. Not only are you playing on your senior night, but it's also your crosstown rivals. So Coach Sandberg's not going to be happy with that one. Rip off a big play, but it's coming back, so it doesn't even matter.
Now the officials can continue to discuss it, so it appears as though we're thinking probably a hold on the actual play, and then potentially a penalty against the sideline as well for the reaction to the penalty. But we're not sure. We have to wait for the officials to decide it.
Yeah, if that one's on Coach Sandberg, bad by the coach. But that's on the players on your sideline. You got to be super disappointed in that, because not only are you getting the holding yards coming back, but your players are also showing some.
So the ball was at the 23. Now it's back to the 7. Six-yard line, rather. So that's a costly penalty, about 17 yards. And takes a touchdown off the board.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Went from a good 77-yard gain to a loss of about 15.
Now we get the handoff up the middle, and that time Townsville South all over it. They'll get him quickly down there for no gain. That was Brandon Siebert, number 21. Maybe 2 yards there. Unsportsmanlike conduct call is what we're getting from up top. So second down and long here, backed up near their end zone. Back to throw to Marco, looking left. He's got a guy open, and Singleton makes a fabulous catch. Near where the line of scrimmage was before the touchdown was called back here. What a catch there by 4.
Yeah, great catch there by Izzy Singleton. Lays out, he's not a big guy, but he lays out there, extends his body, and reels that one in. That gets this third down a lot more manageable. Makes it a lot easier for them to convert here.
So the 15-yard pickup on the pass play will make it back to about a third, and we'll call it 5. Three wide receivers, 2 to the side of your screen that is closest as we got a guy coming in motion. That's Singleton. Now he's going to reset. Now a pitch out to the right-hand side. Trying to get to the edge. Seibert cannot do it as he's tackled from behind here. Nice job there by Townsville South, led by number 11, Brett Rankin, with the tackle, and will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Raiders had that big play, had it called back, so I don't know what you really get out of that drive, because did that play really only break out because of the holding call? Probably, but, then after that, just nothing really happened, so Townsville South is looking to go back and do some on offense.
So now punt coming here by Townsville East. Pompilio is back deep for the Indians, and he will track back into his own territory as it takes a sideways hop at about midfield and will roll dead out of bounds at the Raider 48-yard line. So wonderful field position to start the game for the Indians as they dodge a bullet on that first drive as the touchdown was called back.
Yeah, they really did dodge a bullet there. Big 73-yard run or 77-yard run called back, but now they got to produce on offense. The defense looked good other than that big play, but the holding penalty brought it back. Now they're looking to produce on offense, put up some early points in this game and gain some momentum early.
Yeah, customary backfield of Morales Torres, number 7, and Henahan, who will get the first carry, breaks a tackle and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage as East. They read their game plan. They got to stop number 4 this week.
Yeah, great play there by Nick Inarella, number 52, getting in the backfield early, slowing down Henahan early, letting his guys rally, get the tackle at the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, just a great play there, smart play. Just what you want to see if you're Coach Amber.
Absolutely. South with a 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left is Morales Torres. Remember, he's the lefty. Airmails it to Pompilio, who has a drop incomplete here on the coverage there, number 22, Nick Caruso.
Yeah,
ball was high.
He laid the boom on him right after his incompletion. He was making sure he was not getting that catch. That was a great hit there, showing the physicality early. Yeah, great hit. Not a great throw, a little high, but now 3rd down, trying to convert.
Yeah, this is where Townsville East has failed to get off the field all season. Be a huge opportunity to do it early on against their crosstown rival. And right in front of us, too, they're in the game. Raider Nation is here. It's a party here at the east side of town. Back to throw. Morales Torres tries to get it in the flat, goes high, and it is knocked away He was looking there for Ryan Randall, number 12 in the flat. Could not complete it, so a little shaky start for the offense here of Towns River South as East holds into a 3-and-out.
Yeah, Towns River South showing some things that we haven't really seen from them this season. 2 passes on the opening drive going 3-and-out. Just a little different from what we've seen before in previous games this year. Maybe they're just feeling more confident, trying to show some things early, gain some momentum, but just didn't work out like that on the first drive.
So Chase Ford, number 6, to punt the ball away. It'll be Dylan Aaron back deep, number 3, for the Raiders. Good looking punt here. Low drive, one going to drive him inside the 10. Let's see if they can down it inside the 5-yard line. Great chance at it. Could not do it. Carried too far in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
That was almost a perfect punt there. That would have been great for Towns River South. Put them right on the 1, get a big defensive stand, get a safety, but nope, they're bringing it out to the 20. And Towns River East is looking to spark something on offense.
So 7:58 remaining here in the opening quarter. Both teams possessed the ball once. Haven't really done much with it. The Raiders are going with Seibert. Number 21 is the running back this evening. We'll see if DeMarco and company has something going here on drive 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a weird feeling that we're going to see a lot of passing here this game. We've seen it a lot already early in this game. It's a little different for both of these teams, but I'd like to see a good passing game from each of these teams.
So the 4 wide receiver look, they fake it, going to throw the screen. Wide receiver screen works out fairly well as he breaks a couple tackles, getting up towards the 27-yard line. That was number 11, PJ Kemker, who plays both sides of the ball. Nice job by the wide receiver there.
Yeah, he caught the screen in the backfield, looked like behind the line of scrimmage, and just kept on going. Didn't give up, just kept those legs turning and gained about 7.
So East trying to spread them out, stretch them out towards the edges as they'll have a 2nd down and 3. DeMarco checking the signals again. He'll take the snap. This time, handoff. Up the right side for a 1st down goes the running back Seibert. And so the Raiders move the ball on a 1st down, something that East fans have not seen a lot of this season.
They certainly have not. 1 and 5. But yeah, they're moving the ball quick. Going no huddle, just moving the ball quick, getting it downfield, not letting South get set. And it seems to be working. 1st down. Just making it hard for this Towns River South defense to adjust to whatever they're doing.
A couple of younger guys in the game, including on the top side of the screen, number 85, Austin Sanook. As Singleton goes in motion, this time they give it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and makes his way up to the 38-yard line.
Looks like there's another flag on the far side of the field. I think it might be. I'm not sure what happened there. Because
offsides against Towns River South.
Yeah, I was gonna say the quarterback on the far side of the field looked like he jumped a little bit. He started pressing the receiver on the far side. Looked like he might have got offside a little bit.
So they'll give him a free 5 yards. Put it up to the 38-yard line. So 1st and 5. Last time they had this one, they went the distance and then they got called back.
Looking to recreate that, but not with the callback.
DeMarco takes the snap, hands it off Seibert, and they stretch it out enough to make it maybe a yard gain as Towns River South's interior defense held true on that one.
Yeah, there just was no holes. The only holes that were there were filled by the Towns River South Indians. Just never got anything going. Got right in the backfield, just rallied, the whole team wrapped him up, and there was just nowhere for him to go.
Coming up just outside of 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. And we've seen a lot of patience here by Townsville East as they're starting to move the ball here on drive number 2. Keeping that spread look, 4 wide receivers. A couple speedsters out there along the edges. Back to throw DeMarco, looking to his right. He's going to go up the seam, and it's incomplete. A lot of contact, and we get a late flag against the secondary Townsville South.
Yeah, it looked like the defender definitely got there early. The defensive back looked like he pushed number 85 to the ground a little early, but it's going to move the ball about, 15 yards high school?
Wait, let's see where they're going to mark it. The ball was at the 39-yard line of the Raiders. Just double check it. It should be a 15-yard penalty, and it is. Yep. So it'll go up to the 46-yard line of the Indians here. So 15 free yards. They keep putting the ball down the field here.
Yeah, it's not as impactful as it is in the NFL, but 15 yards is going to really help you in the long run. That's a first down and more. So Townsville Reese is moving the ball nice and easily right now. It looks like just playing power football, but they're also airing it out too. They're showing that they can do both. Just looking like a good football team right now.
Singleton coming in motion. They're going to give the ball to Vallejo on the right-hand side, and he is smothered by Townsville South. Rankin and company there to make the tackle after a loss of 1.
Yeah, it looked like 4 South defenders just got in there early, and just Vallejo never had a chance. He took the ball and just got smothered immediately. So, the fact that he only lost 1 there looks like it's not that bad.
Not that bad. And again, East are going to have to be patient. Or Townsville South, they have a solid interior in their defensive line. You're going to see some negative plays, but they have to continue to keep attacking and hope here that one of those holes opens up. So they'll try it again here on 2nd and 11. Receiver coming in motion. They fake it to him. Back to throw. DeMarco doing his best Fran Tarkenton impersonation, and he finds a guy in the middle who gets hammered. That's Kempker. Lucky to hold on to it. That was 43 Andrew Data with the stop here after a short gain.
Yeah, that was a great play by DeMarco there, though. Getting out of the pocket, seeing 3 guys in his face, just rolling out, finding a wide open receiver in Kempker. Gets another 3rd and manageable. About 3rd and 7, so it's very convertible. We'll see what they can do.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 we've seen here. DeMarco 3 for 3 tonight, 26 yards. See if they continue to go to the air as they've got 4 wideouts. Vallejo alongside him in the backfield. They bring Singleton in motion. That's all window dressing. Keeps it to DeMarco, breaks a couple tackles, gets a first down, cuts inside, still on his feet, down inside the 25-yard line. So smart play by the senior signal caller to keep it, breaks a couple tackles, and gets the first down.
Yeah, that's a great play right there by the quarterback. On the read option, either hand it off hasn't been working out for you, so why not just keep it yourself, do it yourself, and works out. Got the first down and a lot more.
Going to give him a 20-yard gain on that one up to the 23-yard line. And East fans are knocking on the door of the red zone. Receiver in motion, back to throw DeMarco again. Pressure coming, and he missed him on a slant, threw it just behind him. He could have gotten that one a little out in front of him, might have had an opportunity to catch and run, but luckily for South, incomplete.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you let him there, that looked like might be a little chance for a touchdown. Still some guys there, but Dylan Arion, he's a bigger guy, so maybe he could break a few touchdowns and a few tackles and get a touchdown.
So a couple subs coming in. It's going to be Mert Fat, number 8, checking in. And Cyber back as the running back here on a 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped at 2:11. pitch there. And a pass. Is it going to go in? Is he going to speed in? Yes! Kepka with the toe tap. So a little trick play there by Thompson East, and they get the touchdown.
Not gonna lie, that was one of the crazier plays I've seen this year so far. Little backwards pass there to Siebert. He gets hopped on the pass, but right in the corner of the end zone for Kemker, and he toe taps it for a touchdown. That was just a great play. Little trickery there from the Raiders. Was not expecting that at all.
Nobody had that one drawn up. As here comes the kicker with the extra point, and it goes up, and it's true here. So listen to the crowd, ladies and gentlemen, as Toms River East at this 1:59 mark here in the first quarter, off of the trick play, gets a touchdown, and they lead 7-0.
Yeah, that was a great drive by the Raiders. They looked efficient. They looked like they just knew what they were doing. There were almost no hiccups, no flags, moving the ball downfield, just almost every play. There was, I think, one play where they lost yards, but other than that, just great offensive movement. Looks like they're finding a rhythm early in this game.
Yeah, that's exactly. That was one of the keys that you mentioned early on, and East doing that right now. Now it's up to Toms River South here on the road. Rivalry game, second week in a row. They now have to answer with that kind of counterpunch.
Yeah, if they can answer here, that touchdown almost means nothing. We've seen Toms River South scoring, just the momentum that they gain from it is just crazy. They just keep on scoring, so if Toms River East defense can just hold up here, then I think they would be in a really good shape to win this game.
It'll be Sansone and Pompilio back deep here for the Indians.
Check the scoreboard!
Scoreboard's a little wrong. It says the guests have 7, not the home team.
Common mistake here, common mistake.
Check the scoreboard!
Sounds like a little bit of Raider Nation's not too happy with
I
that.
feel like I'm at a baseball game. Get your peanuts, get your... But anyway. Wonderful time. Short kick, bouncing at the 20, and it's Sansone getting on it, putting it up to about the 28-yard line. For Toms River South here as they will start their second drive here. So on defense, it was the penalties that doomed them in to lengthen a lot of East drives. Now here, can we see if South gets in a rhythm on their second drive?
Yeah, we saw South get into a good rhythm against North on a few drives. They were driving, and then just bad things would happen. Fumble, interception, just something bad. Penalties, which is pulling back. It was always something. But now against a weaker opponent, it seems, Toms River East, we're looking to just drive on them super easy.
Morales Torres gets the snap. Hands it up on the ground. That's East football. So there's another one of your keys there. Get a turnover or two, and East does it right there.
Yeah, the keys of the game seem to be proven true. Forcing turnovers and getting to a good rhythm on offense. Just fumbled the snap. Just fumbled the... I don't know. It didn't really look like he fumbled the snap. It looked like it was more of
Weird
a
exchange.
handoff.
Yeah, it was a weird exchange there.
It looked like it might have been a read option. Quarterback wanted to keep it, but the running back wanted to take it. So a little bit of miscommunication there, but now East has the football in scoring position.
Yeah, Toms River will take it. They're going to take over at the 24-yard line of the Indians as they want to punch another one in here. Try to go up 2 scores early against the Indians. They'll fake the jet sweep. The Sonic. Back to throw to Marco. Rolling to his left, evading some pressure. Going to try to keep going. Breaks another tackle, almost gets his head cut off. And will lose yardage.
Marco did all he could there. Number 52, Nick Arella, just never got the block. just had a guy in there freely, just made it way too easy for Toms River South to get a sack right there.
Yeah, just ran out of territory. And so they'll mark him back 4 yards on that one. So a loss of 4. Now Vallejo back in the game. Here on his second down, and we'll call it 14. Marco takes the snap, hands off. No, keeps it. And he keeps it wisely. Breaking a tackle, surging ahead, close to a first down. I think he got it.
Another great play there by DeMarco, looking like a veteran, just keeping the ball and using his wheels to get up to that first down marker. Looks like they're on the 11-yard line now, knocking on Toms River South's door. So they can score here. It's a lot of momentum, especially in a rivalry game like this. It's going to be hard to come back from, stop the momentum.
Yeah, 15-yard gain sets them up in the red zone. Try that quick screen swing pass to Singleton, breaks a tackle, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Townsville East. A reduct to the first one, but this time a little bit simpler play, and Singleton does the rest.
Yeah, this play is a little bit simpler. You don't have that extra pass in there. But Izzy Singleton catches the ball in the backfield, breaks a tackle, and just finds his way to the end zone. Great block there by P.J. Kemker, though. I mean, textbook block. He was on the ground, but he didn't give up trying to block his guy. So made it a lot easier for Izzy Singleton to find his way into the end zone.
And so Raider Nation filled in tonight. The sea of black in front of us, the band, cheerleaders, everybody's stoked up for this one. And we're an extra point away here from going up 14-0 are the Raiders. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it made its way through here. So at the 12-second mark of this first quarter, it is Toms River East controlling everything right now, leading the rivals 14-0.
Yeah, it's a little different from what we've seen before with these. They're 1-5 right now, so obviously they haven't been playing good this season, but now they're starting out 14-0 against their crosstown rivals. They were definitely the underdogs going into this game, but right now they're showing why they're a real team to compete with.
Yeah, for Toms River South, obviously the penalties on defense hurt them early in that one. But so far, Hanahan, 1 carry, no yards right now. They have to get him moving.
Yeah, Toms River East has done a really good job at stopping him. But if Toms River South can get him moving, if they can get him into the secondary, I think it should be an easy 30-40-yard gain. But they haven't really been utilizing him like they should be. So if they start utilizing him in the ways that he should be used, then I think their offense could definitely get moving.
We'll see. They got to do it quick here. Otherwise, this game is going to start to slip away from us. This pooch is fielded by Sanson, dropped on the ground. And, oh, man, special teams tonight for Toms River South. Been a little shaky early on. They're fortunate to jump back on at the 26.
Yeah, this is very different from Toms River South. You've usually seen them be a little consistent, know what they're doing, but right now they're just consistently bad, it seems like. Just bad things on offense, fumbling the handoff, and just the offense needs to get going if they want to win this game.
Well, they certainly are going to have a lot of their opportunities here as Torres should be able to run Torres should be able to run one more play here before the end of the first quarter. That snap a little wide, gets it to Hanahan. Breaks a tackle, breaks another one, still going, churning all the way up across the 40-yard line. So that's a great play to end quarter number 1 here for the Indians.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, he gets past the line of scrimmage, and Toms River East tackling just can't get together. He carried like 4 guys for a good 10 yards. So if he can just keep on doing that, he's going to be the only power this offense has. So, yeah.
Exactly. So at the end of quarter number one here at Dvorak Field, a bit of a surprise brewing early on. Potential upset as Townsville East is leading Townsville South 14-0.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, Andrew. Just think about this. You could almost make an argument Townsville South played better against the number one team of the Shore last week in Townsville North than they are playing here tonight against Townsville East, the team with one win.
Yeah, they're definitely not playing as good as they were. Last week, Townsville South was getting things moving on offense. I mean, bad things were happening at the end of drives, but they were moving the ball. Right now, we haven't even seen them get a first down. Well, that was their first first down, but that was the only one they've had so far in the first quarter. So, I mean, they've already fumbled the ball once, and they went through it now on another drive. So now they're trying to recoup in the second quarter and start scoring again.
So first player of quarter number two is a handoff that is blown up immediately. Look at the emotion there by number 58, James Lynch, playing on his senior night.
Yeah, James Lynch is going to be the force that stops Jake Hennahan. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be him. He's definitely been their star player. Just great play there. Just no one blocked it, it seemed like. Got right in the backfield and got a hold of Hennahan, wrapped him up, and just never let him get anywhere.
Yeah, loss of two there on that one. As now, East here getting a little more confidence here on the offensive side of the ball. Becomes a little bit more here on defense too. So on his second down, it'll be Hennahan up the middle, breaks a tackle across the 50, still going. He's in the clear, 30, 20, 10, and he's gone in a flash here. So you were saying, Andrew, all you need is one seam, and number 4 found on that one and found Pater.
Yeah, didn't even look like there was a big hole there. Just Townsville East tackling is just soft, it looks like. He got into that secondary, like I was saying, if he gets into that secondary, he's gone. Because this defensive backs on Townsville East just seem scared to tackle. Just no one wants to tackle him. He's a big, heavy runner.
So a 59-yard touchdown run. The bad news here for Townsville South, though, is that their normal center, number 71, Nick Muller, is down at about midfield here. So these training staff attending to him right now. But still an exceptional run there by Hennahan and getting a little spark back now in Townsville South.
Yeah, building some more momentum. Building some momentum off of the last two drives. The last two drives weren't good. But Jake Hennahan, you see him break out like that, just hard to stop him. Not only that it's hard to stop him, it's just we've seen East just struggle with tackling this season. So Jake Hennahan, being the great runner that he is, mixed with Townsville East's bad tackling, is just a recipe for disaster for Townsville East.
Yeah, he's got a chance tonight. If he has a really good evening, he's got a chance to break 1,000 yards on the season, which would be an incredible feat for him as, just a junior, or it should be as a senior this year. That would be huge for him.
Yeah, 1,000 yards in high school football is pretty crazy, but the season's not even close to over yet. So if he could do it this early in the season, this would probably be the team that he does it against, and it would be a great team to do it against because you're crosstown rivals.
Exactly, or as Muller gets up and makes his way towards the sideline. We'll have to see how that changes the line game here for Townsville South, as he was the anchor there in the middle. So that's a developing story to look at, whether or not he's able to check back in. As we now will get the extra point here coming from Ford. Montpelier to hold. Hold is good, snap was great, and a kick is up and true here. So at the 10:57 mark here of this third quarter, it is now a 7-point ball game, 14-7.
Yeah, Townsville South came back strong after fumbling the handoff, but the defense needs to step up. They haven't been able to stop DeMarco in this Raider offense, so they need to get a stop here if they want to tie the game before half.
I gotta tell you, I was not prepared for this one, Andrew. Last week, these two teams combined scored 7 points, and in just over a quarter, they've scored 21.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The 7 points that they scored last week was just Townsville Reese against Highlands. But yeah, neither of these offenses have really been producing this season. Andre Reese, in their one win, only put up 12 points against Oregon, so the offense hasn't really been producing. It seems like it's all defense. But it looks like the offense is producing this week.
Yeah, Raiders now have a chance. They got to, again, reclaim the momentum that's now shifted over to the South section. South in their Staples-themed neon on the left-hand side of your screen, the far bleachers. And they got a band here, too, across the way that traveled, so that's awesome to see, and a lot of fans across the way.
Yeah, in these crosstown games, there's really no home field advantage because it's not a far drive for any of the students to make, so Eastern.
Oh, look at this, got a chance here. As Seibert still jumping over somebody. Creating a wonderful return to get some great field position for the Raiders.
Yeah, great return there by Siebert. Just never went down. You see, looks so explosive there. I wasn't really expecting that out of him. Got out to the 45, give him great field position to start out. So, Reese is trying to build that momentum back up. So, yeah, if they could build it back up, should be able to score another touchdown on this drive.
Yeah, they've been swapping out the running backs here tonight between Seibert and Vallejo. Looks like Seibert is out there right now with Vallejo, so maybe a little bit of a different look here coming up here in this drive.
Yeah, I heard from some sources Vallejo might be playing in the slot a little bit. Siebert in the backfield, move them around. They're versatile players. Put them anywhere and they'll produce. But yeah, putting these two at running back, switching them out. Vallejo's got the speed, the elusiveness, and Siebert's got the power, but he's not slow either. So he's a good mix of both.
Yeah, it'll be Siebert alongside DeMarco to start this drive off. Looks like they're going to put Vallejo in the jet sweep position. They bring him across. They fake it. Keeper by DeMarco, who bullies his way down towards midfield. Solid pickup of 5 on first down.
Yeah, good play there. Got down to south, fake jet sweep, and DeMarco just powered his way up right up the middle. Good play to start out the drive. Nothing crazy, but wasn't bad either. Good 5-yard gain start out.
Yeah, DeMarco here, 4 carries, 36 yards on the evening so far. And the Raiders are starting to look like a little bit of an offensive juggernaut here tonight.
Yeah, they're passing the ball, they're running the ball, they're looking good. They're looking like a good football team.
Hand off around the edge here to Siebert. He gets a first down across the 45-yard line. So that was well blocked and well executed by the Raiders.
Yeah, great blocks there. Siebert found a hole, got a good 8-yard gain. Went down at about the 42, or 43, my fault. Or no, 42.
You got it.
But yeah, just a great run, found the hole, got to the outside, and just powered his way up for the first down.
We just haven't seen from Townsville South tonight from those linebackers who are coming up and making a lot of those stops that we're so accustomed to them doing. As they miss a couple tackles there and are fortunate there were so many of them to limit it to no gain.
Yeah, there were just so many Indian defenders there that just had no chance to gain a lot of yards. Looked like maybe gained nothing. Just got back to the line of scrimmage, didn't lose anything. So I'm thinking pass play here for East. Now, they've been airing it out. We've seen them throwing the ball a lot more. So Marco looks confident right now. He's been throwing the ball good. So I think you stick with the pass game.
Let's see, they're going to fake it on the jet sweep here. They were arguing maybe one of the South guys jumped in the neutral zone. No flag, though. As the Raiders here will check the signals, the sideline. And DeMarco going to take the snap. Fakes the option, keeps it inside, and shows here he's got some dance moves there. Maybe sign up for Dancing with the Stars next week, as he's got a little shift there towards the first down.
Yeah, good play there, but I think either way, if you pitched it to Siebert, it would have been a great play either way. Looking for that first down, 3rd and 1 right now. I think they just powered it for the first and just fight for the touchdown.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if you see him as a quarterback keeper here. We've seen that from Townsville North so many times. Micah Ford, I think, patented that. As they bring everybody in, bunch set, couple fakes. They do it with a reverse style, and they get it up towards the 20-yard line. So how about that? So you use the two running backs, you give it to Vallejo, and he gets up into the red zone.
Yeah, interesting play there. Had Vallejo come around behind the quarterback, hand it off to him, and use that speed to get to the outside and get up to the 20-yard line. So another great play there by Tom Reese to get that first down.
Yeah, just Townsville South right now, they just seem all out of sync defensively. A lot of hands on hips right now. And those defensive linemen here just are not knowing whether or not to move laterally or try to stuff up the middle because East is just full. Handoff, left side, another broken tackle there by Townsville East as the running back will get up to about the 17-yard line.
And not a bad run. Good 3-yard gain about. Not bad at all.
So clock running right now here in the second quarter at the 6:35 mark. Raiders leading by 7 and driving again in the red zone. Rolling out to his right to Marco. He's got some pressure. This time he's going to throw it way up and over the head of his receiver. As I don't know if he was trying to throw it away or he was just trying to make sure nobody picked it off and ran it the other way.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It did look like wide receiver on the far side of the field was a little bit open, but just to me, I'm not a quarterback, so I don't really know what's going on in his head right there. But no, just didn't take the sack. Smart play, just get it out of your hands.
Yeah, living to fight another day. Or 3rd down and 8. Big opportunity now for Townsville South to try to force a 4th down here.
Yeah, but we've seen Tom Reese with the kicker. Been kicking them through pretty far, so I think this would be a field goal range right here.
Jet sweep, no fake here. DeMarco barreling his way up the middle. He's going to be short. And he'll be short by maybe about 2 yards.
I think this is 4th down territory. You're so close where if you trust your defense enough, you go for this. They're pushed so far back that I think it's fine if they don't get it.
Going for it here on a 4th down and 3. As Sana goes in motion, now they look back to the sideline, try to adjust the play. A little chess match going on between the two coaching staffs. They send out the running back. And now Easter wisely going to take a timeout here. So they'll take the timeout with 5:32 remaining. And they'll think over this 4th down and 3, try to come up with the best play.
Yeah, they could kick a field goal here, though. You never know. But I think you have to go for this. You're so close, but if you don't get it, you've seen Jake Hennahan break off these big runs. So if he just breaks off these big runs like that, it doesn't really matter how far back you are. If he's gone, he's gone. No one's catching him.
Yep. If you're Townsville East here, we've seen success up the middle with DeMarco. We've seen success along the edges with the running backs. Where do you attack Townsville South?
I would say outside. I think you've seen him run outside, get Vallejo on the outside. He has that good track speed. He's very fast, very elusive. He's a small guy, so he can fit in those small little holes that the offensive line creates for him. So I think you attack the outside with Vallejo here.
We shall see here as they come out of the timeout. Critical opportunity for Townsville South if they can hold here. Remember, they deferred for the second half here, so they get an opportunity if they hold them on this one. They get a 2-for-1. Seibert in the backfield. Now they motion him out. Back to throw to Marco. Looking left, he's got pressure in his face. Calm, cool, collected, delivers it for the 1st down.
Marco looking like a veteran quarterback right there. Gets it to Dylan Arion for the first down on a short little in route. Gets the first down and keeps the chains moving.
So DeMarco improving his stats here. He's 5 of 7 tonight, 44 yards with that touchdown. And East will get to take more time off the clock and potentially go back up by 2 scores here.
Yeah, that would be huge. Tom, if you can go up by 2 scores, even with Tom River South in the ball at half, doesn't really matter. 2 scores is 2 scores. That's a really big margin.
Hand off. No, kept it. He should have handed it off.
Didn't look like there was anywhere for Vallejo to go either, though. So, but sure would have got back to the line of scrimmage, though. I trust that a lot more than DeMarco. Running it to the outside with Akinlolu sitting right there, protecting the edge.
Yeah, Akinlolu, number 5 here, coming up making the tackle. So now you're starting to see those linebackers get a little more aggressive for Towns River South, and it's working out better for them.
Yeah, he just sat on the edge just in case DeMarco took it, and he did. Worked out perfectly. Just never let DeMarco find that edge. Played good contain, and just never let him get outside.
So 2nd and goal here from just outside the 10. DeMarco fakes it, trying to throw right. They're trying to get that screen. And they'll get inside the 5-yard line on that one, down to about the 4.
Yeah, we're seeing East use a lot of these wide receiver screen passes, and they've been working. Wide receivers have been laying good blocks. And the receiver just keeps on powering through, using the wheels to get more yards. The little, what was that, 8 yards? Pretty close. Yeah, it's just a good play right there.
They got Kemker on the catch. Now 3rd and goal from the 4. DeMarco trying to get somebody to jump early as those linebackers look like they're coming right up the A-gap. DeMarco checking with the wideouts, making sure everybody's on the same page. He takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Vallejo dives in for the touchdown.
Down the hole, penetrated it, and he scored the touchdown. Great play there. Great play dialed up by Sandberg. Looked like they audible right before. Great audible looked like. Worked out perfectly. Got right into the end zone. Now they're back up by 2 scores. So,
Great play call.
looks like it's working out.
In your closet? Is it up? Oh my God.
Extra point is good. And so here with 3:04 remaining in the first half, it's now back to a 2-possession game here, 21-7 in favor of Towns River East.
Towns River East is looking really good. They had a slow start on offense at the first drive, but they came along. Now they're up 21-7 against their crosstown rival, so they're looking really good right now.
Yeah, they're looking good. They've got a great opportunity to slam the door here. And South, they got some time to work with, but they're going to have to move quickly or if they want to score before half.
Yeah, if Towns River South can score before half, that would be huge because they got ball back at half, making a 1-possession game. Then they could tie it up easily, but then you need to rely on your defense, which hasn't really seems like it hasn't came to the game today. So you can't really rely on your defense if they haven't shown that they can stop them. So you just need to keep on powering the offense, score quickly, and just not let East adapt to whatever they're doing.
What's insane here, Towns River East tonight, 4 possessions offensively, 3 touchdowns. And technically they had 4 because one of them was called back on that first one.
They're looking really good. It's a little weird.
I don't know. Now I don't know if I want to watch the Notre Dame game tomorrow. There's some weird things happening in football this week. Giants won last week.
Yeah, that was very weird. Don't see that often.
This kick will be fielded by an up back around the 25-yard line. And he'll make his way to the 35. So they got a chance here. As they'll start at the 35, they'll have 2:50 to work with, all 3 timeouts. They just have to kind of get that first down.
Yeah, if Tom's River South can get something going on offense, that would be huge. But I'm looking at the score from the last two games for Tom's River East. They've already put up more points than they have in those last two games combined. They put up 20 points last two games combined, and now they're already at 21. So offense has really come together, and they're looking really good.
So you're trying to tell me miracles do happen?
They do.
No, they're playing lights out here. Credit to that whole coaching staff here, led by Coach Sandberg and company. As we get a little jet sweep sand zone, number 20 makes his way up to the 39-yard line. So they're trying to work in a little bit of speed here to get to the edges, trying to replicate what East is doing against them.
Yeah, they did a good job containing him inside. He was just running horizontally the whole time, but looks like we have an injury down for the Raiders on the field. Can't really get a number right now.
Looks like number 21 here, Cyber.
That's a big loss. If he can't come back, that's huge. Playing running back too. He's been a powerhouse for him this season. Splitting carries with Vallejo, so if they lose him, it's going to be hard to generate offense without him.
Yeah, speaking of hard to generate offense here, just looking at some of the scores from yesterday, because it's that odd week where you got a couple Thursday games. Tom's River North going to Howell. You figure a short week, a little trap game, 35-0 against the number 10 team at the Shore. They're just rolling over everybody.
Not surprised. We've seen them do it against these top 10 teams all season. You know, Point Borough, they didn't blow them out, but they still ended up winning. But Howell, 35-0, another good team that they just steamrolled over. Just never gave them a chance to win. Just kept on scoring.
So now after the injury timeout, it'll be a 2nd down and 6 for the Indians. Takes the handoff, keeps it himself, got a hole, off the 50, got a blocker, spins down at the East 43-yard line. So that's the start here that they needed on this drive to get things going.
Again, another run. Getting past the line of scrimmage, and he's just off to the races. Just once you get past that line of scrimmage, it doesn't really seem like the Tom's River secondary is really doing anything. But if they can get that going with Hennigan, just get him into the secondary to hold it for a game. He's a lot harder runner than Morales Torres, so if they can get him into the secondary, it's going to be a game changer.
So they got it up to the East 43-yard line. Clock running with 1:50 remaining. Handoff up the middle. This time East is on that. They knew that. They threw the blockers way out of the way. Somehow Hennigan still gets 2.
Yeah, very inconsistent run game here from Tom's River South. Seeing him break off like these 20-yard runs, but then we see runs like that where it's just nothing ever happened. So it's just a weird run game here. It's just not what I was expecting. There's no intermediate plays like those little like 4-yard or like 4 to 8 yard plays. Just either it's big or it's really just nothing.
They'll try it here. And Hennigan making his way across to the 30. As he'll get another 1st down, clock will stop momentarily. There'll be a timeout for the Indians here, so they'll take their first timeout of the half. After the 11-yard gain there by Hennigan. So you're right here. He's had 6 carries tonight, and he started off slow, but he's already got 87 yards.
Yeah, that one touchdown just that he broke off and just kind of set his stats flying. Already at, did you say 87?
87 yards, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Still not in the end of the first half, so we can see him break 100 before the end of this first half, which would be crazy. But what's even crazier is that they would still be losing this game currently. So they need to generate some more offense.
Absolutely, and sometimes it's not just necessarily about the stars; it's about them trying to figure out who steps up here to be that second guy. We've seen that with Tom's River East, where DeMarco's had a great job. Cyber's doing well. We saw Vallejo on that last touchdown. We got a couple guys being playmakers tonight. South needs that on their offensive attack too.
Yeah, we've seen Morales Torres just take the ball sometimes himself too. Both of these quarterbacks can run. They've shown it here tonight.
So now coming out of the south timeout, 3 wide look. He's going to hand it off again to Hennehan, and Hennehan not really going too far as he gets up to maybe the 28-yard line. Gain of 3, they'll go quick. Back on it. Fakes that. He could try to fake it, but he could not do it as that East defensive line is in there again to make the stop.
Another big play there by James Lynch getting in the backfield. Almost seemed like no one blocked him again. Just getting right into the backfield and force another big loss.
That's going to push it back to the 33-yard line. And so second time out here taken by Townsville South with 34 seconds remaining in this first half. And now you're going to set up a 3rd and long here. What do you do on this one?
You have to pass it. You're down 2 scores, well, 2 touchdowns, not just 2 scores. So, 1, you got to pass it because not a lot of time left. And 2, you got to pass it because it's 3rd and long. 3rd and 12, you ain't going to get that by running. So, well, you can. They've shown that, but it's a very low chance.
Looks like they're going to take your advice there, Andrew, as they've got a couple guys out there as receivers, including Jaden Jeremiah, number 10, who's in motion. Back to throw, Morales-Torres. He's looking for him, throws it behind him, and it's dropped. If you threw that to Jaden 10 times, he'd catch it 9. That was the 10th time.
Even if he did catch it, though, I don't think he had enough to gain that first down, unless he broke a few tackles. That still wouldn't have gotten you that first that you needed. So, looks like the offense staying out on the field for fourth and 12. I think it's a smart decision given that there's only 28 seconds left because Townsville East probably just going to kneel it out if they get it back. But you get this first down, then that's huge.
Yeah, Easter has to take a time out here because they had a couple guys running off late as they were trying to sub. So Townsville South, Coach Matt Martin and company, they're going to be able to think this over a little bit further as it'll be a 4th down and 12 with 28 seconds remaining. Again, you look at high school football, this would be over a 50-yard field goal attempt, which is rare to make.
Yeah, but we saw in the PAT, that was a pretty good kick, but I don't think it was 50 yards good. Yeah, I don't think you're in field goal range here, and even if you were, I don't think that really gives you that momentum to come back in this game. You need 2 touchdowns to just tie the game, so you need to go for the touchdown here, especially if you get the ball back at half. You could tie that game up easily if you score here.
So everything hanging in the balance right now. East and their senior night emotions and everything else here flowing into a 21-point offensive output. They've given up only 7. Looking to hold here against South on a 4th and 12. Back to throw Morales-Torres, the lefty, rolling to his left, launching it downfield into a lot of coverage, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Townsville East, and they're off to the races. Have to hold on to the ball there, though. Got to be careful as P.J. Kempker came up with the interception.
Yeah, Morales-Torres had another guy in his face, James Lynch there again. The game wrecker on Townsville East defense. Just hit his face, so he had to get the ball out. It's almost like an arm punt, They're only at the 10. There's 11 seconds left. They're just going to kneel it out. Going to the half, win by 11, win by 14. So great play.
Yeah, they will take the kneel down, and this crowd is about ready to erupt as they go into halftime. For the first time in a long time, leading, as that shall do it. So all the emotion, all the energy and the momentum on the Raiders' side in this storied rivalry game as they go into halftime, leading the Indians 21-7.
Very interesting game so far. Was not expecting Townsville East to be up 2 touchdowns right now, but they are. they're showing that 1-5 record doesn't really mean that much. They're showing that they're a good football team, and their record just really doesn't represent who they are.
Yeah, I mean, just an incredible effort here by Towns River East. And if you're Towns River South here, what are you thinking about as you're going into halftime?
You got to get the offense moving. They were driving a little bit there at the end of the first half, but they still weren't able to come up with the points. But they're coming out in the second half with the ball, so they can generate some offense there. Their defense can lock in, make a stand against East offense. Then they could easily tie this game up.
Oh, down here, we've seen here these games slip very quickly all throughout the years. As we've got the cheerleaders doing their thing in front of us. And we'll let you enjoy that halftime presentation as we'll step away here from the broadcast booth. We'll be back with the second half of the Raiders and Indians in just a moment, so stick around. Halftime booth here. We got a special guest here with us. We've got Dave Carell, younger guy here, to come on in here and talk about a guy who we all miss here, the voice of the Indian, your dad here, P. David Carell.
Hey, listen, this jersey right here, I wear in his honor. This is a jersey that he always wore, number 88, to every football game. So all you have to do is look across the way. That's got P. David Carell written all over it. All right? All you got to do is look at what's going on here tonight. That's got P. David Carell written all over it because school spirit, he always said, was the glue that kept the school together. And anybody can participate in that. And just look at it. You got the Raider Nation down here. You got the tribe over there. And that's what P. David would be proud of. And I'll tell you what, he's smiling up there in heaven right now.
Absolutely. You know, we were thinking about him last week, you know, the first North-South game without him.
Yeah.
Last week here. He must have had a lot of emotions.
Well, it's tough because, again, you know, you're so used to him right by my side. And, of course, he's no longer there. But, again, every day at South, he's all over South. He's all over the bleacher over there at Towns River South. He's everywhere. So this football atmosphere is special because ever since I've been a little kid, I've been partaking in that. And so, do I miss him? Of course I do. But every day I get to see it and have his presence because of being participant in something like this, the South Football Program, and of course the mascot program.
Absolutely. You know, you think about him, right? He graduated from high school in Pennsylvania.
Yes, he
Pennsylvania,
did.
very big about their high school football. and he brought that spirit over here to the Jersey Shore, and it launched here. It's just become a part of the whole culture, not just Towns River South, but the community as a whole.
There's no doubt. He went to John Harris High School. We used to brag about that, and they had bountiful school spirit. And his goal when he came here in 1964 was to bring that school spirit that he learned at Penn State University, even though he went to Elizabethtown. His sister went to Penn State. So if you go to a Penn State game, P. David stole a lot of stuff from Penn State. But you know what? When it's good, you take it. And, of course, he mastered it, and he made it fantastic for Towns River South. There's nothing like it. Everybody compliments the spirit that South has. You could be losing 60-0, and you would think we're winning over there on that sideline.
Exactly.
And that's all him. That's him.
Exactly. And you know what's great is the fact that you've been able to continue on his legacy to become the coordinator of a lot of the huge spirit events at Towns River South yourself.
Hey, listen, he's watching me up there, all right? And I have one goal in life right now, and that's to make him proud of me every day. Because that's my father, the greatest man I ever knew. So, again, you know, I'm there just to make him proud, and hopefully I can continue some of the stuff that he started. No one will ever be able to fill his shoes. No one. But you hope you can continue some of this great stuff, and that South, for the rest of its existence, is like this, like it is tonight.
Exactly. Well, we would love having you in the booth here tonight. You're welcome back anytime. Thank you, sir, and keep going. Tribe on.
It's a pleasure, and good luck to both teams tonight, but let's go South.
Thank you so much, Dave. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Always the best here. Dave Carell here, talking about his dad here. A great tribute. You know, just a wonderful gentleman. Tremendous ambassador here for the Townsville Regional Schools throughout the years. We miss him a lot. And we're glad to see that his son continued on the legacy at Towns River South. And so with that, we're going to return you back here to the halftime presentation from the Towns River East Marching Raiders. All right, folks, welcome back to the TR Schools TV Game of the Week presented by the TRAA. Case Skinnerkowski, Andrew Heckler here above Dvorak Field, and we've got a surprise here. Upset possibly brewing between the Raiders and the Indians. Tom's Race leading 21-7.
Yeah, Tom Jervis just came out firing in this game. They're looking really good. Already put up 21 points in the first half. That's more points than they put up combined in the last 2 games. So, looks like a new offense. Just something changed mentally. But yeah, they've been really good. They've been scoring points. They've been driving down the field. Not a lot of hiccups. Not a lot of bad things have happened, but Tom Jervis South just hasn't looked like themselves. They just haven't looked good so far.
Yeah, South will get the ball to start our third quarter, and they're going to need to, find a little spark here. They got the long touchdown from Henhan, but outside of that, Tom's has kind of held true. As this kick's going to be fielded short of the 25-yard line by an upback, and really not a lot of running room here for him as he gets hit and goes to the turf quickly just past the 30.
Yeah, Tom Jervis South is looking for a big offensive drive to start out the second half, and they really need it too. They can get something going here, then they need to rely on their defense to be able to make a stop, but if they can't, then it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, say there are 4 drives in the first half. They had the touchdown bookended by 2 turnovers, and then the one drive that was the best one, they were set up at the 48-yard line of the Raiders. They didn't go anywhere on it. It'll be Nelson in the backfield alongside Morales-Torres. And Morales-Torres keeps it, and there's no place for him to go as Singleton was in there on the stop, along with a whole host of Raiders, including number 55, Terrence Thomas.
Yeah, great job setting the edge there by Terrence. Just a good physical defender. Just never let him get past him. Wrapped him up and just put him down.
Good to see her back in the game, though, for the Indians. Number 71, the center, Nick Muller, who got hurt in the first half and is now back here playing in the second half. As we get the fake and the keeper by Morales-Torres, who gets up to the 40. And he might have had a chance to just a little bit further outside, would have been the clear.
Yeah, they created a giant hole right there. It was looking really good, but then the linebackers just stopped him. He just came to a complete stop, and now it's third down. If they don't convert this is going to be really bad for the Indians.
Yeah, they're going to mark it kind of in between the 39 and 40, so it'll be like a long 3.5, 4-ish for the Indians here. They have to get this one. They got to get positive momentum to start this third quarter. As low snap, you're on the ground, and he's forced to go to a knee, so a really unfortunate time for that to happen.
Yeah, this is not the time for those issues to start coming. Just bad snap, little off to the left, low, just everything about that just was terrible. Now they're bringing the punting team on, giving this great Raiders offense back the ball. So.
Yeah, the Raiders are, we're shocked here offensively, but also defensively. You're doing a really nice job outside of the one long run.
Yeah, they're looking really good all around. They're looking like a really good football team, which is kind of surprising given that the record is 1-5.
So Ford to punt it. And that's a really nice punt here. Nobody back deep here as a returner for the Raiders. That ball is going to roll and die at about the 20-yard line there. So a little bit of a shock there for the Raiders to not have anybody deep. And as of course, that's going to anger here Kyle Sandberg, because when he started coaching, guess what he coached? Special teams. Special teams and DBs here. So he's going to have an earful on that one.
That was a great punt there. Got it all the way down to the 20. That was a booming kick. That got a nice roll after too. But that thing was flying. That thing was fast. It was flying. That was a great punt.
So now East will start on their own 20, their first drive of the second half. You take out the kneel down at the end of the first half, 4 drives, 3 touchdowns, and on another drive, a touchdown called back. keep Seibert there in the backfield here to start their third quarter. They bring Vallejo in motion. They give it to him. And that time, Townsend South strings it out just enough to make a play after a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, keep on going back to that jet sweep, but it hasn't really been working for him, it seems like. That's the one play that hasn't really shown us anything. Just really hasn't worked. But they keep on going back to it. It's a little, I'm interested why.
Yeah, a little mix here for East here. It's really not been so much the run game tonight, even though they've had a couple touchdowns. It's that passing game that's been the difference.
Yeah, passing game's been good. The offense just all around has been good. The run game, the pass game, just everything looks good.
Hand off around the left side to Seibert as he runs out of room and gets hit hard along the sideline. Got a couple guys, Pearson, Akinlolu in there, making a stop around the 25-yard line.
That was a big hit. That was kind of scary, I'm not going to lie.
So they'll give them about 2. That'll bring up a 3rd down and long here. We'll call it a 3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line. So, Andrew, you think they finally air it out here?
Yeah, the pass game's been great, so I don't see a reason why not to air it out. It's 3rd and long, so I think you have to get that first down.
Kind of an interesting look here. 4 wide receivers to this side, and they blow it dead as they were trying to get one of those bubble screens here to Singleton. So we'll get a false start against Townsend, where East pushes them back 5 yards, just makes it a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, now it's definitely going to be a pass. It's not going to be one of those screen passes, I don't think. It's got to be one of those passes where you actually got to air it out, get that first down yardage, and hopefully get some yards after catch, too.
The Raiders have done so well so far, have done well with penalties here, just 2 tonight. The one costly one in the first half and the one you just saw. Back to throw to Marco here on the 3rd and long. He's looking, he throws it short, and it's bobbled, juggled, out. Are they going to rule it incomplete? They're going to say he never had. They're going to say he never had possession of it. Both officials there on it quickly. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I don't think he ever had real possession of it, and then he got hit, and now he's down in the field and just doesn't look good.
Yeah, that was one heck of a hard hit as the South secondary rallied into the football. So receiver is down on the field here with 7:12 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Those are always those tough plays here when they have those zag routes and they come out and catch the ball, they turn, and they just get walloped a lot of times by the secondary.
Yeah, you turn and there's just someone right there ready to make a play. So it's always scary because you don't know when you turn, you don't know who's going to be there, what's going to be there. So it's just really scary for the receiver.
Yeah, number 85, Austin Sanuk, the sophomore, down on the turf as he's up here sitting up. That's a good sign. As both teams will catch their breath here, we're going to have a punting situation most likely coming up here for the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't think there's any thought in Coach Sandberg's mind where you go for this. You're up 2 possessions. You're at your own 19. There's just no way you would ever go for this.
So good to see Austin get up. Nice show of respect here from Raider Nation, too, as they always customarily sit down for those injuries and a little cheer as well in terms of applause. And now opportunity for South here. Maybe, Papilio can spark a little bit of a comeback with a great return. Should be able to field it within enemy territory. As we Mert Fat to kick it away. Snap a little bit high. Kick up. Barely got it off. It will be short, angling towards the Raiders sideline and taking a sideways bounce that'll settle at about the 47-yard line. So best starting field position here for the Indians tonight. Let's see if they can do something with it.
Yeah, as we saw the first shot of the game, they didn't have too much different field position, and they did nothing with it. So they're looking to rally their offense together, get something going, so they can hopefully shorten down that lead that Thunder Reese has.
Yeah, these Raiders, they have come to play tonight. Nick Inarella, a senior on the inside. We've said a lot about James Lynch and Terrence Thomas. Linebacking core doing a great job as well. As we get a direct snap here up to about the 34-yard line. So going a little wildcat formation.
That was a good play. Snap it right to Hennahan, and just let him run, find a gap, and just run with it. No snapping to the quarterback, handoff. They said that took too much. That takes too much time away from finding the hole. So just give it right to him and let him do his thing.
Yeah, a little different look here. We saw East here score a touchdown on a halfback pass, and a little trickeration here coming from the Indians. Hennahan hands off to Nelson, and Nelson goes down right away as Thomas was right in on him just past the line of scrimmage, gain of 1.
Yeah, they're liking that wildcat formation now. 2 plays in a row. Is Hennahan the new quarterback?
Well, it'll be interesting. We saw Morales-Torres, the quarterback. He was 0 for 4 in the first half with an interception. Has struggled the last few weeks throwing the football, so it's not surprising to see your best player trying to keep it in his hands here in the second half, down by 14.
Yeah, and here they come again with the wildcat. Are you even calling it wildcat anymore?
Low snap, fielded well. Nelson running up the middle, and he's continuing up close to the 25-yard line. All depends on the spot.
Another good run there. Just keep on pounding the rock right into East defense. Just they keep on getting just 8-9 yard gains. Just East can't stop it now.
They'll keep the look here on a 3rd and 1. Hennahan fakes it, keeps it. Trying to break out of a tackle, and it'll be short. Terrence Thomas with the big tackle of the night as he grabbed on him and would not let him go. No gain, 4th down.
Yeah, that was a great play by Terrence. Just holding on to him, not letting him go, and not letting him get that first down. So not letting him get that first down could be huge because they're definitely going to go for it. You know, they're close enough, and they need 2 touchdowns to tie this game up. So you got to go for this.
Yeah, 4:30 remaining, down by 14. Definitely in the go zone here, as it's 4th and 1. Keeper, Hennahan makes a guy miss in the backfield and gets inside the 20. That was a play where East read it well, but they just couldn't wrap him up.
Yeah, it looked like Sieber got in the backfield, but couldn't wrap him up. Hennahan's just an elusive guy. Just couldn't get a hold on him, and he just broke free and got that first down super easily.
So 9-yard gain there from Hennahan. He's up to 105 yards on the night. To get to 1,000, he needs 16 more.
He's going to do it. He has to do it right now.
Wouldn't it be perfect if he got in the end zone on his next play? 1st and 10 from the 16. Keeps it and gets inside the 10.
He almost did it right there.
So they're going to move the chains again. It'll be 1st and goal. First and goal will mark him at the 7. Keeper Hennahan left side, and he's going to bulldoze his way into the end zone, possibly. Let's see. Waiting on the spot. Touchdown. That's a way to get to 1,000 yards. Put the icing on the cake with a touchdown.
Yeah, looked like a little QB power there, and he ran into his own blocker, but he still powered through. Yeah, just great play. Hanahan was the quarterback the whole entire drive. It's a little weird, but it worked.
And now offense still out on the field here. This is getting interesting.
What is going on?
As it's 21-13 as we speak here, but they're going to keep that offense out with a wildcat look, trying to get the two-point conversion. Handoff up the middle. It's to Nelson, and he goes in. So hold on, folks. We got a ball game brewing here on the east side of town as Toms River South takes the ball, shorter field. They score with a wildcat, get the two-point conversion, now down just 6, 21-15.
Very interesting. Why would he go for 2 in that situation? I don't really understand it. Doesn't really help you out that much.
Well, we're starting to see that now where a lot of these coaches, especially college coaches and pros, are looking at the analytics. And they're starting to say, well, if we can do it, we got a lot more momentum. It makes it easier to get the field goal, or excuse me, the extra point, to win the game as opposed to tie it. But you're right, that's a huge risk. But it pays off for Coach Martin and company.
Yeah, it definitely paid off because now you don't really have to worry about getting that PAT. You don't have to worry about going for 2 again because you already did it right there. So, I don't know. If you score another touchdown, you're up. You're tied. You tied the game already. So, but then that extra point put you in the lead.
You know, we had younger Dave Carell in our booth here at halftime talking about his father, P. David Carell. Maybe a little South magic here starting to make its way back in this one. Raider Nation getting a little nervous in front of us. The band here kind of on edge. Raiders have to reclaim the momentum here, and they got to do it on this drive. This one, a big boot there by Ford. Fielded inside the 5-yard line. Cuts back and runs into a wall around the 15. So it'll be a long field here for the Raiders.
Yeah, only out to the 15. Not a good return there. Good job by the Indian special teams unit. Getting down there fast and making a good tackle. So East looking to put some more points on the board, but Toms River South has just done a good job of stopping them.
Yeah, about 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 6-point ball game. East with their second drive of the second half. They punted on their first one. If you're East, who do you trust right now to have the ball in the hands of?
We haven't seen a lot of Izzy Singleton tonight. I feel like he did have that one touchdown, but other than that, I feel like we haven't really seen any of them. So no, I feel like Toms River South hasn't really keyed in on him. So maybe give him the ball.
Seibert around the left side gets it to start things off here. A gain of about 4, maybe 5. But you're right, Singleton been very quiet, but he is a speedster and a guy who can really thrash you around the outside.
Yeah, a lot of these guys on Toms River East are not super big, but they are very quick. So if you can get them the ball in space, I think they could really make some good plays.
Of course, for Toms River East, we've seen this all night. They're very patient. They're going to use all that play clock before snapping the football. As we get an inside handoff to Seibert, and he makes his way closer to the first down marker. He's going to be about a yard short, and I'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it looks like Toms River East is going back to the power football. Might be trying to run the game clock a little bit. I think it's a little too early for that, though. It's still 2 minutes left in the third quarter. You can't really run the clock yet.
So we got some chance of let's go offense here. A critical 3rd and 1 as they bring Singleton in motion. Handoff up the middle. Seibert first down and more across the 35-yard line and spinning his way up to the 38.
Great call there by Coach Sandberg. Just still go with the power football. Just find a gap, run right up the middle, and just power through for more yards. Great play there.
And so out of the running backs, he is the leader tonight, 11 carries, 43 yards. Inside of a minute remaining here in this third quarter. The rate that East is going, they might only run one more play here. Aleo up the middle, and he is going to get that extra half yard as he was over the top of a defender. Kind of fortunate they weren't called for an illegal shift, because I don't know if that slot guy was set for a second.
Yeah, I saw that too. I don't think he was set. I'm kind of surprised they didn't call that. But good run there by Vallejo. I mean, really, he had nothing to work with, so get 3 yards out of that as a win.
And so Townsend Reese, they'll be content to flip the field now, go into the fourth quarter leading 21-15. But it's Townsend versus South who's had the special moments here in the second half. As they switched offenses a bit, they went more towards their run heavy, put the ball in Hanahan's hands, and let him run the offense. And they've come back and they've narrowed that gap to 6.
Yeah, only down a touchdown. You don't even need the extra point anymore. But yeah, it's been all Townsend versus South in the third quarter. East probably had more time possession, but haven't put up any points with it. They're trying to chew clock, not let the Indians get the ball back, and just run this clock out.
No, you're a lover of sports here and looking around the Shore Conference. Big game yesterday was Rumson Fairhaven, number 2 at the Shore, beating Red Bank Catholic, the third team at the Shore, 26-11. Very emotional game. Tonight, the big game, number 4 Point Borough playing at number 5 Brick Memorial. And right now it's the Panthers going on the road, being Road Warriors leading 24-10 with about halfway left in the third quarter. So that's a huge game here, bounce back game here for Point Borough after losing to North a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I think Point Borough is, I think they're definitely the second best team in the Shore. They're the only team that put up a fight against North, so I'm not really surprised that they're beating Brick Memorial.
And you know what, Andrew, you called it. You got to get Singleton involved, and they do, and they get a first down.
Yeah, you got to get me down there on the sideline making those play calls.
Hey, it's almost Powder Puff season, right?
I won't be down there for that.
8-yard gain there for Singleton on the ground. Fresh set of downs at the 49-yard line. Of course, as this game continues to play out, the clock becomes the friend of the Raiders. Team in the lead. You know, you start to run the ball very well, you wear down the defense. A lot of good things happen.
Yeah, they're running the ball super efficiently right now. Just got a first down, and they're chewing clock. Just trying to get this game over and done with without letting Townsend South get a chance to score again.
Handoff Seibert there, and that play was blown up very quickly by number 50, Joshua Armagh, the senior. May have lost a yard on that one.
Yeah, he came right off the edge, untouched, and just, nope. He just never had a chance to do anything. Just came off the edge, and he was just there. Ryan Siebert's face and just took him down.
So a negative play there on first down. That's got to play into the factors here for Townsend versus South here as they try to get those linebackers more active. Second and 11. Vallejo coming in motion. Fakes it. Throws the pass short. Arian dropped it. Ball was a little bit below his hands. Had to go down for it. Couldn't corral it.
You got to catch that one. That one was an easy catch. You had to come back for it a little bit, but if you're a receiver, you have to catch that ball. You definitely could have stayed up and definitely got that first down, so that's a big mistake there. That could cost him in the long run.
Let's say even if he couldn't get up here, that would have made it about a 3rd and 2. Now they got to deal with a 3rd and 11.
Big difference.
Yep. They're putting all the pressure now back on Townsend East. As DeMarco checking the signals, getting it out to his teammates after getting them in from the sideline. Fakes it, back to throw DeMarco, looking up the middle, throws into a lot of coverage, and it's almost intercepted by the ball hawk, Danny Pearson.
That was a dangerous throw right there by DeMarco. Danny Pearson almost had a big interception right there. That would have gained a lot of momentum for that Thompson South offense, but looks like they're still getting the ball back, so never know.
Tell you what here, for as joyful as Raider Nation was in that first half, they're starting to get a little quiet. There's a little bit of nerves here on the east side of town, on the east sideline.
Yeah, getting a little nervous. Only up 6 points now, and you're giving them the ball right back. It's a little scary.
As the punt goes straight up into the air, angling towards the sideline. Fair catch, bobbled! And fortunate to jump back on it. Oh boy.
That would have been really bad for Townsend or South.
I mean, that was setting up here for a potential there, as I think it was Braden Flanagan, number 12, was almost in a spot there to jump on it if it was bumped again.
Yeah, if he was able to jump on that, that would have changed things real fast.
So third drive here of the second half for the Indians. First one was a punt. Last one was the touchdown by Henahan. Let's see what they come up with here. Back to a more traditional formation as they give it to Henahan, and that's not a lot of room. No gain.
Yeah, it looked like the whole Townsend Reese defense was on that right side. It looked like about 9 guys almost. That was a lot of... Just never had anything to do there.
You got to think Seibert, Dixon, those linebackers are going to have to play a huge role here in the second half. As Morales-Torres gets up the sideline, he's got a convoy, 40, 30, can somebody catch him from behind? He gets pushed out of bounds, but not before he's well into Raiders territory.
Big play there by Morales-Torres. That's what Townsend South needed. He got right down the sideline and just started running. He was gone, and now they have the ball inside the 10, so that's huge.
So the East Band playing, but only had 40. That was a huge play by South. 70-yard run. And now the Indians knocking on the doorstep to try to take the lead. Henahan, left side, goes in. Touchdown, Townsend or South.
Wow, Townsend South really flipped the switch. It's almost like what we saw during the break game. They were down in the first half, but in the second they just came out and played. And now, if they make this PAT, they're up.
Henahan gets his third touchdown of the game. And Ford's got the opportunity to put South ahead for the first time at the 8:37 mark of this fourth quarter. Snap, spot, kick, up, South in the lead. 22-21.
South really came to play in the second half. I'm lost. I was not expecting them to just come out firing like this. He was just trying to run down the clock, but now they need to start scoring. Now they need to start moving fast. Only got 8 minutes left, and you're down 1.
This is the type of game that you would expect from these two old rivals. Back and forth here, we've seen it. You know, we look at South here, they've had a great run here the last couple of years. But before that, East had a great run. A lot of close games here. Go back 2 years ago, Jordan Jones here with the touchdown catch towards the end of the game, puts South ahead. Last year, South only won by 7 points. So we've become accustomed to these back and forth affairs that maybe 1 or 2 plays make all the difference.
Yeah, in the last 2 years, it's just been one play that's really changed things for the game. Toms River South only won by 1 possession each of the last 2 games, so they're only up by 1 possession right now, so East is looking to get their offense back together, start playing like they were in the first half.
Well, it might be a situation, too, here where you never know. Mert Fat may have to kick a game-winning field goal if they can get into his range. That's a long way away here as South kicks it away. Big kick here back to Seibert, field inside the 5-yard line. Cross the 10, cross the 20, cuts back inside, spins down to the 25-yard line. So here we go. Have to go 74 yards for a touchdown, which is what will make this place go crazy. Otherwise, it might be a downer for the Raiders.
Yeah, East's looking for a score, and they need one bad right here. If they don't score here, they're in a little bit of a dilemma.
Anthony DeMarco, who is 0 for 3 passing in the second half after having a pretty good first half, and has not ran the ball for any yards here in the second half, will be your signal caller. Fakes it, throws out to the right. There's that bubble screen, and it's dropped. Kempker, who caught a couple in that first half, not able to catch that one. And the drought continues here in the second half, 0 for 4.
I think some of these East receivers might have ate some popcorn at halftime or something. Gloves are a little slippery, just can't hang on to the ball. Just slipping right through. We saw Ariel on the last drive just drop the ball that would maybe given them a first down. And then there's Kempker, who just drops a bubble screen that he had a lot of room to work with, so maybe could have been another first down right there. Who knows?
The Raiders, they got to settle down here on the second down and 10. As they'll have 4 wideouts. Seibert alongside DeMarco in the backfield. Keeper, and it is swallowed up on the inside. Not a chance at that one. As South, they're starting to celebrate after these ones because they're reading it perfectly and making that stop. Number 50, Josh Amar here making another tackle.
Yeah, it was a great play. Just DeMarco, that was just a really bad read there. Middle was just wide open and no one blocked him, and he still held on to the ball. So right there, you just got to hand it off. It might have not given you a lot of yards, but that wouldn't have happened.
Coming up on the 7:30 mark or so of this fourth quarter, a 3rd and 11 for the Raiders. They have to get to the 36 to move the chains. Rolling to his right, DeMarco looking right, trying to sneak one in there, and it's incomplete. Dangerous pass. I'm not sure he was going to be able to connect with this guy, even if it was thrown perfectly.
Yeah, that was really scary for. That was a really scary throw for DeMarco right there. Just try to thread the needle. But he was in triple coverage. That would have been you would have had to throw an absolute perfect ball to complete that pass.
And so now East here forced on his 4th and long to punt the ball away. Pompilio back deep here, standing at about his 43-yard line. If Murtfat can get an excellent punt here, he needs one now. This one short off the side of his foot. Gets an East bounce and rolls. And Pompilio will let it roll dead at the 41-yard line. So now it comes, now it comes down to defense here for Toms River East. The back's against the wall. They need to stop.
Yeah, the tables have turned. Toms River South was not looking too good in the first half, but now they're looking good. The offense is moving. They're getting big plays, and they're moving downfield with ease, but Toms River East just hasn't been able to generate any offense. No, there's no, for the offense, like the passing game, just the receivers been dropping balls like crazy. It's just not a good look.
They'll stick with the Wildcat formation with Henahan and Nelson. Handoff up the middle to Speedster Nelson. He's into the clear. 30, 20. Nobody's going to catch him as he shot out of the cannon for the touchdown. 59 yards to blow the game open.
That's really bad for Thompson Reese. They might go for 2 and make it a 2-possession game. It might not be that crazy of an idea.
So here we go. They're going to try to kick the extra point and make it an 8-point game. Kick up and good here. So we got a 29-21 ball game.
It's not looking good for Thompson Reese. They've let up 22 points in the second half so far. They only let up 7 in the first, but they've just completely fallen apart here. This is not looking really good for Thompson Reese right now.
Yeah, this is tough here. They're going to have to mount the drive of their season right now to try to answer what has been an onslaught from Townsend South. I think if you're a Raiders fan, you kind of know how Custer felt at his last stand. A little history lesson, you know. Maybe they could rewrite the script here. We didn't learn that in 8th grade, don't worry. Cyber back deep again. Let's see. He might be able to get a gasher. He's had some good returns tonight. High kick. He'll come up to it and it's a bounce here. That was smart. I don't know if he saw it fully in the lights here in the sky or so. It'll be a touchback, and now they'll have to go 80 yards and tackle on a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. The Raiders' season kind of comes down to this one drive. If you can't capitalize on this drive, then you don't really have anything left in the tank for the season. You just lost, if you lose, it's just really bad for Townsend Reese if you lose this.
Yeah, speaking of which, we're talking about power points here. As we start thinking about that, getting closer to the playoffs in South Jersey Group 4. If they were to play it entering this game, South would be in, East would be left out, just on the outside looking in. So, huge couple of minutes here for the Raiders as they'll start on their 20. DeMarco, swing pass, Singleton. Gets to the outside, gets to the edge. Solid pickup on first down.
Good start to the drive there. Do that every play and you'll end up in the end zone.
They'll give him 7 on that one. That is the first completion of the second half here for Anthony DeMarco, as he had missed the 5 prior. Still being very patient here in terms of getting the play calls in. You have to wonder if that'll start to speed up here as we get closer to the end of this one.
Yeah, I don't think you're really in the situation where you're in your hurry up offense, but you can't be completely taking your time either.
Jet sweep is faked, and DeMarco keeps it and gets the first down.
Raiders offense is moving down the field right now. Another good play, good 7-yard play. So they keep this pace going. It'll work out well.
Clock continuing to run here, coming up on the 6-minute mark. It's a lot of time, but really not a lot of time here in high school football, especially with these two teams running the ball here in the second half.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't want to give Toms River South too much time to go back down and score before the end of regulation. So
Handoff up the middle to Seibert, and he'll make his way across the 35 down to about the 38.
they're running the ball really efficiently right now. Another 5-yard run, 5-6-yard run, not bad. But they got to do more than that if they're going to put the ball in the end zone.
So now it looks like they're going to go to that kind of funky 4-wide formation here. One of those receivers has to be ineligible, obviously. But they'll throw it, intercepted! Pick 6. Pearson. Wow. You know, he got close on a couple. And that one, he just read the eyes of the quarterback and swiped it.
I'm going to be real. I think that one play just ended the Raiders' whole entire season. That ends the game. I'm lost. I'm just lost for words. That was the craziest. They've just been running their play way too much tonight. It just got too predictable. It was just going to happen at some point. That was probably like their 15th time running it already, so it's just so predictable.
Extra point by Ford is up, and it is good. So, with 5:07 remaining, the score in this game completely flipped, 36-21 in favor of Toms River South. They have scored 29 unanswered points.
That is absurd. This game has been crazy. We were all thinking blowout, upset at the end of the first half, but I think we've got set back to reality. Toms River South looking like the better team here now, making a little bit more sense.
Yeah, and it's just a situation where, just thinking back here when we saw that, there was a play earlier in this game where it was, I think it was the 4th and short, or one of the kind of shorter types of conversions where they had a timeout that was called before it, and they showed it, and it was that exact play, so they knew exactly what was coming.
Yeah, it's just so predictable. Pearson, you could, before the play, you saw him walking up, he knew it was coming. You had 4 guys on the left side. It's just so predictable. It's just so obvious. Coach Sandberg needed to drop a better play there. It was just really bad play call.
Tough one, and now down by 2 scores. They got to score quickly. Fielded inside the 10-yard line and pushed all the way up past the 30. Goes the Raiders' return. So they'll start here at the 32. Got to score quick, as they cannot allow this to continue. 4:53 remaining.
Yeah, now it's all passing attack. It has to be just a big air raid offense. No more of the screen plays. I think that I hope they've learned that lesson.
But you know what, though? They got some speedsters here. If you can get Singleton out in space, Aaron, they try to get a couple passes to. Maybe slip in one of these running backs here as well here. You never know here. One missed tackle could be a touchdown, and it centers the game up.
Yeah, it seems like Coach Sandberg just likes to see DeMarco dump the ball off or throw it deep. Not a lot of those like intermediate passes. Just either deep or short.
Going back, tries to throw over the middle. It's intercepted again. Back-to-back plays, interceptions.
Game over.
And that one was 31, Kayvon Metellus.
That one completely seals the game. Toms River South gonna run the clock out. Up 2 possessions with the ball now. Just tables turn fast.
We've seen some shocking games here in the past, but this one is going to definitely rank right up there, where you've seen just a completely different game play out first half to second half.
Yeah, it's like when we did the Tom River South and Brick game. Tom River South was completely silent in the first half, and then they came out in the second, and they were just booming. Like they just came out, and they just kept on scoring. They just couldn't stop them.
Keeper here by Morales Torres after the interception, and he'll gain about 8 to 9 here on first down. Morales Torres is having himself a nice game too here after that long run here to set up the touchdown. He's got 96 yards. As they will continue to just churn clock here. Maybe only needing a first down or two to really solidify this game as Hennehan goes around the left side. Oh, he got twisted.
That was a violent tackle right there. That was weird.
That's not a nice one to see, or you don't want to watch that one back in instant replay. As he gets dragged down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd and short, and East has to have it.
I don't think it really matters that much if you get it here or not. This game is just all but over. 3:23 left. There's not enough time for East to go down there and score 2 touchdowns.
Morales Torres with Hennehan right next to him. He fakes it, he tries to swing it out, and it's incomplete. I don't know if that's the play call here when you're up by 2 scores, you're trying to run the clock out.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Just run the clock, get it down closer to 2-minute warning, and then punt the ball off if you don't get it. You're up 2 possessions, so if you don't get it, so what? It doesn't really matter that much.
The only way that you can think about it is that they knew they were going to go for it no matter what here on this down. As they will try to push their way through. And this first down would basically solidify it as they'll go back to the hybrid Wildcat formation with Hennehan. Right to him, left side, first down, not even touched. Tuts inside, still rolling. Inside the 5 and touchdown. Just keep pouring it on, Tom's River South. That's exactly what they're doing here as they continue to just pound and pound and pound.
Been saying it all game, gets past that line of scrimmage and he's just off to the races. He broke a few tackles. Tom's River East secondary just looks lost out there. It seems like they're just relying on their front 6 or 7 guys to just make the tackle. So they're not really ready for Hennehan to break out into the secondary, but he does. And when he does, he's just gone. They're just too afraid to tackle him. He's a hard runner.
So extra point pending. That one's going to be botched here. Picked up by Ford. He's got a chance to throw it or run it. And he almost spun his way into the end zone.
That would have been great.
So about the only thing that's gone right here for East, especially on special teams tonight, was that play. Botch snap. And it will keep this game at a 42-21 advantage. Tom's River South. As South has scored 35 straight points to just blow this game open.
Yeah, they've doubled Tom's River East points at this point. So it's just bad for East. I don't understand how they just let it get this bad. I mean, they weren't even playing that. They were playing great in the first half. They were looking like a good football team. Like their record wasn't 1-5. And then the second half they came out and maybe showed why their record's 1-5.
I got to tell you what, I don't know what Coach Martin and a lot of the other coaches, we got Coach Austin to our right, who's going to be just loving every minute of what his offensive line here did in that second half. And the defensive line as well. Just something about, you just get a team here in a rivalry game, second half, they're fired up, they're pumped up, they're ready to go. And East did not thwart the momentum.
Yeah, South just gained so much momentum so fast that
Seibert getting a return there, maybe a little too late.
Yeah, another electric return. We saw that before the game. Another one just like that, but at this point it's just too late, so it doesn't even matter.
So it's 2:34 remaining here in this ball game. East with the ball down by a couple scores. Ball at their own 42. They've had the ball 6 times now. It's the 6th possession. Previous 5 here in the second half. Punt, 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 then back-to-back interceptions.
Marco was looking so good. I just don't know what happened. It's almost like he doesn't know what team he's playing for.
As DeMarco goes really back to throw, he's heaving it up. Arian just a little bit too far.
It was almost a really good throw there. Arian had him beat, but Marco thought he was a little faster than that.
What's so strange, though, Andrew, is the fact that in the first half, DeMarco was 6 for 8, 51 yards, had a touchdown. And then here in the second half, has only completed 1 pass.
He's completed more to the other team than he has his own. It's getting rough. I don't know what happened. Just the bad offense just one after another. Just tore their momentum down. Just wasn't feeling it anymore. It was just bad.
So we get the handoff up the middle as he swallowed up at the 45-yard line, gain of 3. So the clock will continue to run here. We'll see Eastern maybe go a little bit faster. But this game, the decision well in hand. As Townsend South, a team that last week we saw put up a good fight against Townsend North for the first half. Then it got away as it does against Townsend North for most teams. And another turnover here. Oh, man.
Townsend Reach just really fell apart here. That's 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter already. It's just getting bad.
I mean, the only thing that comes to mind in the back of my mind for the old football fans is I'm thinking ABC Monday Night Football, Dandy Don Meredith, turn out the lights, the party's over here. I mean, it was a party for the first half for the Raiders, and the second half, it's a nightmare.
Sounds about right.
Another turnover. So that's 3 straight possessions here with them ending in turnovers. 2 interceptions and a fumble. South now going to try to play a couple different people. It's Brett Rankin now the quarterback. As he keeps it and gets thrown down the turf there by Colin Cummings, number 13. New running back in the game for Townsend South as well, Jake Silva, the senior number 2. So unofficially tonight, Jake Inham, 17 carries, 158 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Unofficial.
It's not a bad game.
Not bad. After the first quarter, he only had 2 carries for 17 yards, so he really turned it on after a while.
Yeah, he's been doing that a good amount of times this season, it seemed like. I'm going to keep on bringing up this brick game, but in that brick game, he was super quiet in the first half. And then in the second half, he just something happened. He flipped a switch, and he was just going off.
As we're about ready to get a kneel down in what should be the final play here from Dvorak Field. As now we've got the officials blowing it dead. Clock stopped at 24. Clock stopped at 24 seconds. There's now even the chain gang coming back by the time they get back there, the game will be over. As they're waiting for they'll make them go one more time maybe for a kneel down. And that last one by Brett Rankin puts the cherry on top of the cake as Toms River South, a team that looked like they might get run out of the place here in the first half, comes back and blows out Toms River East in the second half. Final score here, 42-21.
Yeah, just a great second half played by the Indians. Toms River East just had nothing. They just couldn't do anything. That's Toms River South's offense, and their defense just started making plays out of nowhere. They got the 2 interceptions. They forced a fumble at air in the fourth quarter, and just once that first interception happened, it was just all downhill from there. It was even before that.
Yeah, how about a fourth quarter in which you score 27 points and you hold them to nothing? That doesn't happen a lot around here.
Yeah, they were super excited after that first half, but maybe they got a little too excited. They got a little ahead of themselves, and just all fell apart. It was just really bad, downhill from the start of the second half.
Yeah, but tough game here, but you got to give Coach Sandberg the opportunity of this week. If there's one coach who's going to be able to come back from this and get his team ready to go, it's him. They are going to drop to 1-6. Still looking for a win in Class B South. Next week here, they're going to play Asbury Park right here, homecoming weekend. Chance to maybe get back in the win column.
Yeah, they've been wanting to get back into that win column since week 1, and it just hasn't been in their favor. Just all of these games have been blowouts, it looks like, and it just none of these games have been winnable, it looks like, for East. They've just really fallen apart since week 1.
Of course, here for Toms River South here, they improved now to 4-3 to 3-1 in B South, and they keep the opportunity alive to potentially share that title with Central Regional. They play Brick Memorial next week, which is a non-divisional game, and then they play at Central on the 25th with a chance for a title on the line.
Yeah, Toms River South is really looking for that title. They want it. They won it last year, right? Yeah. They're looking to go back to back. They want it. They're looking for it, and if they get it, it's all going to be because of Jake Hennihan. Just he's a dog. He's really good. He's not a super fast runner. He's not super strong, but he's just super hard. His work ethic, everything about him, he's just a hard runner. It kind of reminds me of Isaiah Pacheco. He's not super fast, not super strong, but he's a hard runner.
You got it here. So before we sign off here from Dvorak Field, we want to thank our student production crew here. Obviously, Andrew's right alongside with us. Upstairs, we had Sherry Kane there up on the camera for a lot of it. She did a fantastic job, and of course, our buddy there, Aaron Palmer, was downstairs for a little bit, but then also up on camera in the second half here. So thankful to those guys, and as always here, our director, Chip Phillips here, who, like us here, pretty amazed here by this score. Something that we don't normally see. Any final thoughts before we send them away for this week and get ready for next week?
I was happy to finally be able to commentate a close game for most of this. Up until that third quarter was pretty fun, but that fourth quarter was not so fun.
All right, so we're going to sign off here from Dvorak Field. Again, your final score here in this game between Toms River South and Toms River East. Indians 42, Raiders 21. For our director, Chip Phillips, for Sherry, for Aaron, for my broadcast partner, Andrew, I'm Casey Kennerkowski saying so long here from down Raider Way. We'll be back next week with the TR Schools TV Game of the Week presented by the TRA, so keep watching. Good night.